Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on March 28, 2022. Pioneer or squatter? YouTubers Cabin Sparks fight over Canada's wilderness. Islamic State claims responsibility for killing of 2 Israeli police officers. The Guardian, 2 Israeli police officers killed in terror attack. The Telegraph, gunmen kill 2 in central Israel attack, Israeli police say. The Independent, Israel, 2 people killed and 4 injured after shooting in city of Hadera. Sky News, gunmen kill 2 and injure others in shooting spree in central Israel. Childhoods have got worse in Britain, survey reveals. The Guardian, more than half of Northwest children worry about families' finances. ITV News, 3 generations of one Northern Ireland family on why childhood is getting worse. Russian sanctions could be lifted after invading forces withdrawn, Truss says. The Independent, Russian sanctions could be lifted after invading forces withdraw, Truss says. iNews, sanctions against Russia could be lifted if it withdraws from Ukraine, says Liz Truss. Evening Standard, letters, now is no time to talk of lifting sanctions on Russia's brutal regime. The Telegraph, crippling sanctions could be lifted if Russia withdraws from Ukraine, says Liz Truss. Ukraine invasion, devastated headteacher can't talk without crying after nursery destroyed by Russian shelling. More than 10,000 hectares of forest burning in Chernobyl exclusion zone, Ukraine says. The Independent, Russia leaves town where Chernobyl workers live and release mayor, Ukraine claims. iNews, Russian forces take Chernobyl workers town. Reuters, Russia firing at nuclear reactor facility in Kharkiv, Ukraine says. The Independent, Slavutic, home of Chernobyl workers, occupied by Russian forces, mayor says. Ukraine detains suspected spy at site of Lviv rocket attack. The Independent, Ukraine war, explosions heard as missiles hit the western city of Lviv. Sky News, air raid sirens stop concert in Lviv before city is struck by missiles. Guardian News, Ukraine morning briefing, 5 developments as Mod says northern battlefield remains largely static. The Telegraph, powerful explosions heard outside western city of Lviv. Taliban reversal on girls' education derails US plan for diplomatic recognition. The Guardian, education is our right, dozens of Afghan women protest Taliban's decision to keep them out of school. The Independent, Afghan girls demand Taliban to reopen schools. Reuters, protesters call for the Taliban to reopen Afghan girls' schools. The Guardian, Afghanistan, female foreign minister's joint statement, the 25th of March 2022. Shanghai to lock down millions for mass testing as China's COVID cases surge. The Guardian, COVID-19, Shanghai to be split in half using Huangpu River for new 2-part lockdown. Sky News, Shanghai plunged into lockdown as COVID infections soar. The Telegraph, Shanghai exchange to offer online services amid city lockdown. Bloomberg, COVID-19, China's coronavirus zero policy is actually 2 policies, it just depends where you are. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.